Ignorance is bliss. But how can we be aware of this when we're ignorant of our ignorance? London is a diverse and multicultural city, but it is not exempt from issues of inequality and prejudice. As a society, we are happy that we don't discriminate, and we think that that's enough. However, this attitude has led to the forming of unconscious biases in society. Unconscious biases are social stereotypes about certain groups of people that individuals form outside of their own conscious awareness, and they stem from ignorance. The ideas of I'm not involved, or I don't know and I don't care. Many of us with afro hair understand how awkward and uncomfortable it can be when someone randomly starts touching your hair without asking. Despite their curiosity and their innocent intentions, it still feels intrusive, offensive, and uncomfortable. And when you analyse the situation, you can understand why. When someone touches your hair without asking, they're disregarding your consent, and that's why it feels intrusive. And I'm not saying that anyone who touches my hair without asking holds unconscious prejudices about me, but when it happens all the time, it's an indicator that it's due to unchallenged, unconscious biases in society. Patterns of behaviour that actually have links to the major historical events of colonialism and the slave trade. The idea that the superior races brought salvation and civilization to the inferior races through colonization and slavery. Patterns of behaviour that have links to ideas of possession, entitlement, and that have no need for consent. Martin Luther King described the barrier to racial equality as being to what he called the moderate, who is more devoted to order than to justice, who prefers a negative peace, which is the absence of tension, to a positive peace, which is the presence of justice. Where there is absence of justice, there is negative peace. And negative peace is a breeding ground for unconscious biases. As a society, we have come so far in reaching our aim for equality, but we cannot settle for order. We have to passionately seek justice, and this applies to all of us. We all have privilege in some way and can easily form unconscious biases about things we know little about. It's about recognizing the problem, opening up the conversation and learning from our mistakes. Because ignorance is bliss, but awareness is freedom.